Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Mystic. Welcome to my 5 boxes music player video. I'm making this video largely because I started crafting these and I realized how difficult it really was to put all of these pieces together to make all these music boxes. And I thought maybe the rest of you could use some help, maybe some instruction about how, where, and what to do to make any of these music boxes that you wanted. So I started crafting some, as you can see, and then I got the idea to do this. So some of these I'm going to craft for you guys in this video, and some of them I'm just going to talk about and show you the recipes for because I've already crafted them. I'm going to start, I do believe, just down the list as the recipes go. Let's check out the recipes really quick and you'll see what I mean. The recipes. And we'll start with the Deep Sea Music Maker. That's the Celestra Music Box. And as you see, it takes Visonic Springs. Surprise, surprise. It takes the Celestra main theme. This is the really hard part. The Visonic Springs, they're medium tough to get, but they're not nearly as hard as getting all these music scrolls. This music scroll that you need for this is the Celestra main theme, and it's only dropped by the boss Mithraea at the end of the Trial of Spheres. So you have to be able to get in there and do the Trial of Spheres, or get very, very, very lucky at the bazaar. Right now everybody's making these music boxes, so if you can get into Mithraea, it might take less time to farm her than it would be to find this thing in the bazaar. Later on, after the furor dies down a little bit, and if you're willing to wait, you can probably get this scroll at the bazaar. Just about all of these scrolls, the music scrolls for these, involve going through some long bunch of gameplay to get them, and that's just on the chance of a drop. So I'm going to go ahead and craft this one so we can see what it looks like, and then I'll move on to the next one. And I'll probably have to use a crafting scroll to clear it up. I'm going to go way over here and park this down. Where is it? It's right there. And this is what it looks like. It's not my favorite one, I don't think, but it does look pretty cool. Alright, the second one is this one, the Dragons Roost Player. This one right here. Surprise, surprise, it takes a Visonic Spring. Let me go to the menu for you. And it also takes a Dragonspire main theme. The only place to get that Dragonspire main theme is from Dragonspire Malastare up in the Great Spire. Again, going all the way up there and doing all that gameplay and hoping you get that drop. So you can do that if you're patient or persistent or just plain hard-headed like I am, or hope to find it at the bazaar. Same thing. And let's get a quick view of it. This is what it looks like. I think it's one of the cooler looking ones myself. Now, next on the list is the Jade Palace Music Player. This one takes the Mushu main theme, and I think there's a couple of places that this drops. It of course drops from the Jade Oni. Again, once you've done the gameplay, at least that one's a straight dungeon. You can just go right into it. So there's not a bunch of hassle you got to go through to get it. It also drops from, let's see, who is it? It's called, his name is Mika Skarka. He's another great big green elephant that drops a lot of things similar to the Jade Oni. And he's in the Tower of Absolute Being in the Jade Palace area. Another one of those little, it's like one of those little side buildings. And he'll drop the Mushu main theme sometimes too. At least neither one of those bosses is hard to get to. And give a quick look at it. It's kind of neat. It kind of looks like one of those one of those sidewalk street food vendor things. Like a Taco Bell with a green roof. Anyway, that's what it looks like. It's all right looking, but so far my favorite is still the Dragons Roost Player. All right, on to the next one. Oops, there we go. The Marleybonaphone. Again, Visonic Spring, and again, a music scroll. This one only drops from Meowiardia to the top of Big Ben. So you got to go through all that gameplay to get up there to Meowiardia and hope it drops. Or camp out at the bazaar. Bring some hot dogs, bring a tent, pitch, use some of Elix's clothes there in the corner to start you a campfire because you'll be there for a minute. This is one of the hardest ones to get. And it looks like this. It looks like a dog with the head cut off. It's kind of creepy, if you ask me. One of the old Victrola music boxes, like from RCA, and the dog's tail turns for the crank. I don't know if they scored a winner with this one or not. I said it kind of creeps me out. All right, next one on the list. The Olde Town Turntable. I do like this one. The effect is great. Takes a Sonic Spring as usual, and it takes the Wizard101 theme. That's, the one you hear like when you're at the comments. Anyway, don't make me get started on sound effects. I'll give you trouble every time. Drops from Alacane Swift Arrow. This theme does. And at least if you've run a quest line at all, you can go right into him. I mean, it's not a bunch of hassle to actually get to him and fight him and farm him over and over to get that scroll to drop. And I think next to the Dragons Roost Player, this is one of the cooler ones. It's got the little floaty thing going on there with the little mist and the crystal ball. This is one of my probably my second favorite, I would say. All right, the next one. The Pigswick Player. This one looks like one of those old Seabird jukeboxes, and I haven't crafted this one yet for you guys to see, so I'm going to go ahead and craft it now. Sonic Spring and the Wisteria main theme for this one. Now, this one has a couple of different places that it drops, thankfully. It'll drop from Lord Bramble in Lord Bramble's Tower at Tanglewood Way, and Rusty Tinderspark on any tier level in the Spiral Cup will drop it. So there's a couple of different places you can get that theme. Let me go ahead and craft that one now. That's to my mind lately, that's the only reason to go into Spiral Cup. I've farmed Spiral Cup extensively, and I don't really, I'm pretty much done with it. Anyway, let's craft that one right now. And see what it looks like. And I will put it right here in this circle. I guess right here. Place it. I want to give it a little turn to show it off the best advantage. It doesn't want to turn. Anyway, there it is, the Pigswick Player. It kind of looks neat. I would say it's probably so far my third favorite, looking at the ones we got here. It's nice, it's classy, got the nice little vines in the front. I like it. Alright, the next one on the list is the Pyramid Player. Surprise, surprise, it takes the Crocotopia main theme. Now, the Crocotopia main theme, let me think, where was that? Where was the Crocotopia one? Ah, boys. Oh, that's right. This is the easy one. This one, you can get the theme for it from Albert Quickhammer in the housing shop in Wizard City. He just sells it. I mean, it's not even expensive. So that's really the easy one to get. And I will craft it now. I mean, as you can see, it looks like a little pyramid, and it's kind of neat. I mean, if you have an Egypt-themed house or what have you like that, let me put it right here beside the housing station. Give it a turn. Okay, there it is. Got the little scarab on the front with the floating pyramid. It It looks all right. It's, I would say, average. It's not one of my favorites. It's not one of my, it's not like that Marleybonaphone. It's not just flat ugly. So it's cool. I mean, like I said, you know, you have an Egypt themed house, it'll go right in there. All right, next. And last is the Ravenscar Turntable. This one, surprise, surprise, Visonic Spring, takes the Grizzleheim main theme. Now, the only place to get this one, so far as I know, is Othin Stormfather in the Raven Fortress at the end of Grizzleheim. You know, the very end of it, the end content. I believe that's where he's at, in the end content there. Anyhow, same thing as always. You can get any of these at the bazaar if you are willing to wait and you already have the recipes. I mean, 5 boxes will be over, or on to the next time, you know, something like that. Anyhow, the furor will die down for these scrolls eventually, and you'll be able to pick it if you're willing to wait. Otherwise, that's where it's at. Let me craft that one so that we've got all of them showing. And I think my crafting, yeah. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. That would help. There we go. Create it. Luckily, these don't have a very long. Let me see if it shows it or not. I'll go quick to my. See, it's only got like 1.5 minutes or something like that before the cooldown, you know, runs out and you're back to slot ready. All right, let me put this one here. And that's what it looks like. It looks kind of like that, I don't know, like the Fred Flintstone player with the pipes sticking out and the chunks of wood and rock. That's quite what it reminds me of, like a Fred Flintstone record player. But anyhow, that's what it looks like. And that is 2, 4, 6, 8, all of the music players. That's what they all look like. Hopefully, this helps you guys out, finding out where things are at, or maybe what you've got to go through to get them. Anyway, there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far, my favorites out of these, and I suspect that they're going to have more of these, especially if they get a lot of interest in them. So far, my favorite, I have to say, is the Dragons Roost Player. My second favorite is the Wizard City Player, the Olde Town Turntable. These other ones are okay. I'd say that the Jukebox is my third, and the Pyramid, the Ravenscar, and the Celestra one all tie for next place. And that Marleybonaphone, I made it for you guys. That's all I can say. All right. There we go. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Maybe leave me a comment about other games, other series you'd like for me to play. If you want, leave a comment just to talk to me, to ask me questions, to come up with ideas, or any of that, because I love to talk to you guys back. This is Mystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace. Hey, what's up, gamers? This is Mystic. Welcome back to a day in the life of a wizard. In the last episode, we went into that little telegraph box that you see behind us and whipped some butt. Managed to clear out that entire adventure, even the 4-on-1 boss fight at the end, with my poor little old level 12, who's now level